welcome, my dear friends. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Zero Point Healing. This is episode number 57, and in this show, we are going to talk about awakening the power of your subconscious mind. And we are going to do that using PSYCH-K, and I have an amazing guest with me today. But before we get started, just a quick intro about me. I'm Vishnupriya, and I am certified in multiple different healing modalities. And all of that came through my own struggles that I was going through in my life. Each of these healing modalities helped me discover myself, might be the right way to put it. Helped me discover my own potential, my own truth. And that helped me to today put together this kind of a beautiful platform that I call the Zero Point Healing, which is a web directory of all healers and healing modalities, all different holistic healing modalities, and all practitioners and instructors. So Zero Point Healing came through as, again, through my own journey, because when I was coming through in my life, there were multiple different problems that I faced. And different healing modalities and different healers helped me overcome those challenges that I faced in my life. But at that time, I didn't have this kind of a platform where I can go in and search. When you have a back pain, you can't go in and search and find something. Through Google, of course, it's an amazing way to search. But again, I don't think healers and facilitators are easily discoverable in Google, which is why I have created this kind of a platform, bringing together healers and facilitators of all holistic healing modalities under one umbrella. So that's my goal. And what this helps for the clients, for the people out there, they can come in and search for, there are multiple different specializations, for example, on zeropointhealing.com. So when you come to the website, you will be able to search for example, if you're going through maybe emotional trauma or anxiety or depression or maybe PTSD or financial problems or any kind of health issues, pain, physical body pain, or relationship issues or weight related issues, whatever could be the challenges, you can just search, you can choose that option, and you will see a bunch of healers who are specializing on that particular issue. So that's how easier the way of finding the healer or facilitator that you're looking for can be when you come to zeropointhealing.com. So that is what the platform is all about. So let me now switch to my guest for today. Welcome, Noorha. Thank you so much for coming to my show and tell us about your journey. Tell us about what brought you into the holistic healing world. And I see that you are also certified in PSYCH-K and in energy healing. So tell us about your journey. How did you end up coming to this world?
Hi Vishnu, and hello everybody. Firstly, let me take this moment, Vishnu, to thank you for inviting me over here. And I would also like to commend you for the work that you're doing, bringing us all healers together. You rightfully said that, sometimes healers are not very business focused and hence they need some hand-holding. And there are not a lot of people out there, there are a lot of hand-holders and you can find them on Google, but perspective of having the healers and what the healers think about and their beliefs, I think that's important to have. So thank you and keep on the good work. So coming back to me, I'm originally from India. I'm in the UK now since 2010. I've been in IT most of my earlier life, so 2018. I had a very good life till then. I think I had lots of money. I've got lots of, experience in IT, but there was always something lacking inside of me. I'm also an empath, which means I tend to feel a lot more. I tend to feel the environment. I can feel people. I can understand a lot more things with a lot more depth. And that, as I grew up, started becoming overwhelming. And I thought, probably that is That's almost like having a curse. Why do I feel so emotional? Why do I feel this way? Am I weak? This is the one thing that comes to my mind, and I think that's where my journey of reaching within started off. Few years later, I think I came across some relationship issues that completely tore me apart, and I started going downhill. My job, my finances, family, everything was going down, including myself. I almost thought I was losing my sanity. Uh, and then PSYCH-K came into my life through a friend of mine, and he started telling me how beautiful PSYCH-K was and how it would help people. After listening to him, I basically said, you know what, let me go and register for the basic course. And I did that instantly. The basic course was in 2 months in London. And I went and did that course, and I came out of the other side, understanding why we feel the way we do. Why, although we are doing everything that's perfectly right for us, as we think it is, why are things not working out for us? And then the reality was dawned to me, about the mind and how it is, and how PSYCH-K really helps us reprogram all of that stuff. How in life, I'll talk about this later, how in life we gather a lot of these beliefs which are keeping us down from our potential, from our true self. And that's where my journey started. And I continued to do the advanced and the master facilitators course, and gained a lot more knowledge, power, and tools to help not only myself and people around me. And here I am today. Since 2018, it's been 2 tremendously transformational years, but the best years of my life. And the peace and the smile that you see on my face is thanks to PSYCH-K, thanks to Rob William, who's founded PSYCH-K. And he keeps us together through this energy, with which we serve the world, and we hold this sacred space to serve people as well as facilitators. So yeah, this has been my journey from being a 6-figure earning IT guy into becoming a PSYCH-K facilitator, a healer, as somebody who understands that being an empath is not a weakness, it's a gift. And thanks, to PSYCH-K as well, I've helped a number of empaths who were on the verge of thinking, I need to go and admit myself into a mental hospital, to a mental asylum. And, they got directed towards me, and I spoke to them, and they changed. And for that, I'm grateful to the Creator. He brings amazing people and transformation into our lives, and allows us to help others. And when we help others, we help ourselves, because we all one in one light.
Wow, that's so beautifully said. And wow, what an amazing journey. I think every one of us go through that kind of a dip in our life where life literally breaks apart, and then it's the beautiful spiritual awakening process that starts, and then here comes the beautiful gift of us coming into our true life that we are here to live. I went through almost a similar type of life, but again, in my case, it was just the financial life which got messed up from my previous business that I was doing. But anyways, that's a beautiful story, and I resonate with that. So now let's get into the topic. Getting into the subconscious. What is subconscious, by the way, and how is it affecting us? And again, awakening to the power of subconscious. What is the real power of subconscious?
So let me, for a lot of us, I think everybody's worked on computers and has computers. So I'm gonna explain our mind and the subconscious mind using that terminology. So if you look at your hard disk as a subconscious mind, and when you turn on the computer, your memory as your conscious mind. So what happens is your hard disk loads up programs, which are seen on the screen. So if you think of your screen as your life, you're seeing, your reality based on the programs that are loaded up from your subconscious mind. Now, what is what is the conscious mind and subconscious mind? Our mind has got two parts in this relevance. So we've got the conscious mind that is used when we are awake, when we are conscious. It sets goals, it judges results, and it dwells in the past and the future. It never sees the now. It's always thinking about the past or always thinking about the future. And that's where we are spending most of our lives. Yeah, we are frustrated because we are either lingering in the past and saying, oh, I had that life and this is happening to me, and you're blaming people, or you're worried about the future and stressed about the future, the unknown. But what we are losing is the capacity to understand now. And this is where the subconscious mind comes in. The subconscious mind never sleeps. Your conscious mind, obviously, when you're sleeping, the conscious mind has gone to rest. The subconscious mind is awake 24/7. It's habitual. It takes care of the important functions that keep us alive, which is, the motor functions, your digestion, your heart rate, your breathing. It thinks literally and addresses only the present time. It's responsible for long-term memories. So this is where I think everybody will understand. So all of your long-term memories, it registers your past experiences. That's how you register good memories or traumas into yourself. It builds attitudes. It develops your values. It instills new beliefs as you progress into your life. Now, all of these are based on how you've perceived your life, right? Now, you see your life seeing through the filters of your existing limiting beliefs, which is becoming, you're sort of a veil through which you see your life. And we don't understand that 95% of our lives is driven by a subconscious mind, which we are not even aware of what goes on in there, which means only 5% of our lives is the conscious mind. So the subconscious mind is driving based on all of the things that you've assimilated in your life. Your memories, your traumas, your fears, your phobias, your attitude, everything. It's like your life is on autopilot. And then you recognize that on certain stage, you tend to react on certain things, but you're not consciously aware of that. And that's because of the program that's running in your subconscious mind. Now, coming back to the computer model, right? So you've got your hard disk, which has got all of these beliefs that you've gathered. Now, let me take a step back and take you into a human's life. So you're born. As you were a baby, the child was held in, you were held in a nurse's hand, and the nurse tried to give you to the doctor. During that moment, there was a slippage. So you almost thought you were going to fall. You were really small then. That gets registered in your mind as a trauma, right? You then go on to your life and start growing up with your parents. You're making a lot of noise while you're playing. When your parents shout at you and say, "You're stupid, can you stop making this noise? You're useless." You register that, right? Now you forget about this, you get angry, you cry, you forget about this, but the subconscious mind has gone and registered certain beliefs that I'm stupid, I'm not worthy, my parents don't love me. And then you grow with this glasses on, the filters on, and go into your school days. In your school days, your friends, playing with you, some friends like you, some don't, you start developing beliefs from there, right? Either you grow up being loved by your friends or you grow up being hated and bullied by people. Now, as your life goes on, these beliefs, your attitude, your values are being built. You get into college, you do your college, you meet a beautiful girl, you have a relationship, you have a breakdown, you have a breakup. All of these start building in your memories and your beliefs. Now, most of the beliefs that we carry based on the lives that we've got are negative and limiting beliefs that are always holding us back from our potential. Now, let me tell you how these beliefs work. These beliefs that come onto our, coming from our subconscious mind are constantly sending out like radio signals into the universe, right? So although you're walking out there with nice, beautiful clothes, but deep inside you are thinking, I'm not worthy. So you will notice that people who pass by you look at you that way. It's because you are thinking you're not worthy. The universe resonates to that, and the universe never says no. So you are telling, your subconscious mind is resonating to the universe, I'm not worthy. The universe says, yes, you are. Instead, if you carry a positive belief and say, I am worthy, the universe says, yes, you are. And what happens is you manifest that reality around you. Now, a lot of the people who are, saying all of these affirmations and things regularly, it can be challenging. I'm not saying affirmations don't work. They are very beautiful tools, but if your filters are not agreeing to the affirmation, you are going to be spending months and years trying to repeat that again and get frustrated and say, you know what, affirmations don't work. They do. But for that specific area of your life, you're wearing those filters, which is created by your negative beliefs, your limiting beliefs. Now, as time goes on, this hard disk is being filled with these programs, these limiting beliefs. All of these are running on autopilots. They are literally, as you start off your computer, you get up in the morning, these are already running in the background in your subconscious mind. So you get up, you go to work, you feel really lovely when you start the day, and these beliefs start working in the background. So gradually what happens is these beliefs over time take control of your life, and you suddenly feel, I don't know where my life is going. It looks like I'm losing track, or I'm losing the control on my steering wheel. Now, when you have so many programs running, what happens to the computer? Now, these programs are running like viruses, okay? They are picking up the energy. They're taking off your energy because subconsciously there's a lot going on in your mind which drains your energy on, right? So the memory of the computer is being filled up with all of these programs running. So what happens when you've got so many programs running on a computer? The computer doesn't perform. The computer gets heated up. The computer crashes. The computer hangs. So heated up, we get angry, aggressive, we get stressed, we have mental breakdowns, and sometimes, you lose a mental balance and you basically say, that's it, I'm giving up on life. I don't want to, You have a lot of people you can see who are homeless. They've just literally given up on what they've gone through. So PSYCH-K allows us to get into the hard disk and look at these programs and replace these programs with something more positive, something that's going to empower your life. So, very simple things. I love myself. And when we'll test you in PSYCH-K, it'll come weak because you're saying that you love yourself. You think you're doing the right things, but your subconscious mind, because of the way you've grown up and seen life, doesn't believe that. So you can be saying an affirmation, I love myself, I love myself. Out there, the subconscious mind is shaking its head and saying, I'm sorry, you don't. And where does your life autopilot from? Your subconscious mind. So till you are not going to address these programs, these beliefs, these traumas, these stresses, your computer, which means yourself, your body, is going to have failures and breakdowns and diseases, right? You're not at ease with yourself, so you're going to have diseases. And then you will start visiting hospitals, and the whole journey of going down starts in your old age, where you're supposed to actually sit, meditate, and enjoy your final days. You're lying on the hospital bed, really thinking, what's happened to my life? And all because of, we don't understand, or that then we didn't understand the power of the subconscious mind. So this is how powerful it is. And we think that we are thinking and we're doing these things, it's amazing, but 95% of your life is run by something that you're not aware of. It's building beliefs as you go on. So it's so very important to address anything that comes in your life with a conscious mind, and not get carried away with emotions, and then build beliefs that's going to throw you down later in life. So this is the crux of subconscious mind. This is how PSYCH-K can really help you. So I'm hoping the viewers and yourself has learned about the subconscious mind and the importance of that.
Yes. Wow. What a beautiful explanation. And I was really waiting for someone who can come to the show who can explain so much about subconscious, because, yeah, I've heard all Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza, all of them beautifully describing these processes. And wow, I think you should be a speaker, by the way, very soon.
Have
I
been
can't.
told that, and you will see me a lot now.
Yeah, I can't believe this is your first live, anyways. But let this be the start of it. Okay, going back. We do have 10 minutes. Maybe we'll quickly talk about PSYCH-K for just a few minutes, and then we'll get into the exercise that you have for us. So tell us now a little bit about PSYCH-K, and of course, you've clearly explained about the whole subconscious. Tell us how quickly and swiftly that PSYCH-K is able to change all of these programs that we are trying to do with affirmations, which never happens. So tell us
Yeah.
about PSYCH-K.
So PSYCH-K is a set of processes developed by Rob Williams. It's very, very powerful. It's highly spiritual as well, because it requires multiple levels of permissions from your higher self, and we work with the higher self. So we are working with your soul to align your life based on what the plans are by the soul. So there is no way with whatever we do in PSYCH-K that we can do anything that's going to harm people or bring them down. So we can only do things in PSYCH-K which is going to be positive or uplifting people's life or changing their beliefs to positive beliefs, empowering beliefs for their lives. PSYCH-K reprograms or removes limiting beliefs and replaces them either with empowering and positive beliefs, or replaces them with peace and non-attachment. So if you've got stress, for example, everybody carries stress in our lives. It takes 15 minutes for us to remove a stress you've been carrying for years and replace that with peace and non-attachment. So when we finish the process, what one feels is you remember the incident that caused the stress, but you don't feel the emotions that were taking up of all the energies. So imagine you can remember that event, but you are not dragged down by all of these emotions that were literally keeping you under control and you not knowing it. And so many such instances of stresses are always in us, that when we are walking on the road, instead of looking at how beautiful the scenery is or engaging with people, we are lost in the cycle of our mind, thinking about our past and thinking about our future, or living in fear. So PSYCH-K addresses beliefs, right? So removing limiting beliefs and replacing them with something that's going to help your growth. It helps remove fear, traumas, phobias. It works in so many different ways that, with what we've been using, and every day we discover new ways of doing things. Stuff with self-esteem, abundance, manifesting things, your health. There are processes in PSYCH-K where, you can be healed just by changing your beliefs. And it's amazing. It's amazing, When all of these energies of emotions that are being held with either your stresses, your phobias, your fears, your limiting beliefs, all of these energies are taken away and replaced by peace and non-attachment in PSYCH-K, can you imagine how you would feel? It's like restarting your computer and coming back to your base state where you've got full memory, the computer is running optimally, doesn't heat up, it performs excellently, And the programs that are running in the computer are not hogging your resources, your mind, your energy. And hence, you start developing a coherence with your heart and mind, and then obviously reach out into your body. But till then, you're in the circle of this thoughts and mind, which is keeping you in this illusion, right? That we all used to live in before we awaken to ourselves and to things that are helping us. So this is exactly what PSYCH-K does. We have got people like Bruce Lipton, who's used PSYCH-K and talks so much openly about it. He's a scientist, microbiologist. He's written this very beautiful book called The Biology of Belief. You must read that. It's a lovely, lovely book. Look him up on YouTube. He's amazing. If you guys want to learn about PSYCH-K and you want to learn about it from a scientist, please visit Bruce Lipton's videos on YouTube, and he's amazing the way he speaks about it. So yeah, PSYCH-K is the only modality, the only set of processes that can instill new beliefs and bring in changes into yourself in just about 15 minutes. In about just 15 minutes, and those changes will be permanent until you reach a fifth state of, a phase in your life where you are reinstilling those beliefs based on what's been happening in your life. But we've got the power now to help change those things and realign ourselves to our goals, to our life purpose that's defined by a higher self, by our souls. And to me, I think that's the biggest gift. So, God bless Rob Williams and thank him so much. It's an amazing. Without him, I don't think we would have discovered PSYCH-K and have been able to help so many people.
Yes, for me, PSYCH-K is amazing combination of scientific methods and spirituality. So as I said, I have been certified in multiple different healing modalities, but most of the healing modalities are completely spiritual. But with PSYCH-K, it's like amazing combination of science and spirituality in it, which is what I really love about PSYCH-K. And all the muscle testing and kinesiology using all parts of us, not just the spiritual side, but also the subconscious mind side of us. Okay, so let's get started quickly with the exercise that you have for us. So my dear viewers, with PSYCH-K, we wouldn't be able to give any kind of demonstration or any group healing that we usually do with other modalities. So what Noorha offered for us today was a beautiful breathing exercise that he does. So let's quickly learn that from him. Yes, let's get started.
Brilliant. So I think, let me tell you, and I think we spoke about this earlier, Vishnu, breathing is one of the things that we have forgotten how to do, right? A lot of the times we are having shallow breathing because of which you're not getting enough oxygen that goes into your body and doesn't go into your mind. It's perfect for the world that we are living in because it keeps you down in the illusion with all of the conditioning that we're already getting from everything around us, and you're not breathing properly. It's very easy to be living in an illusion. So breathing is very important. Now, there are a lot of different methods of breathing. I learned this from a dear friend and colleague of mine in PSYCH-K. He's a yoga instructor, and it's really been helping me. So, I'll share this with you. It's beautiful. It's amazing. What you need to do is you need to open up your palms this way. Yeah. And put it right at the end of your rib cage, both of them. So put it at the end of your rib cage and basically push it out. So you're basically pushing that rib cage out. Now, what I want you to do is close your eyes. Yeah. Before you close your eyes, just look at me. So when you breathe in and out through your mouth. And you have to make this sound. That's very important. That creates a vibration for your body. So you go. The technique here is you breathe in using that sound and through your mouth. When you breathe out, you take double the amount of time to breathe out. So breathe out really slowly over here. So, okay, let's do a couple of them together and then I'll show you the next. So there are 3 parts to this exercise. This is the first part. Your basically hands this way at the end of the rib cage, your eyes closed, you breathe through your mouth, making this sound. So you go, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then breathe out, but taking double the amount of time. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now let me show you the second part. So when you've done about 10 of these each exercises a day, specifically I'd recommend it in the morning, which is fantastic. Now the second part is you basically put one arm, your palm on your shoulders, right? And your eyes closed. Now what you're doing here is you're placing weight on your chest. So your breathing is going to happen from your stomach, right? So here you're basically pressing your chest down, and the same way, close your eyes and go breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this was the second part. The third part is quite good. So you basically clasp your hands together this way, as you're putting them on a table, and put them under your chin. Right now, as you breathe in, look at the hands. So as you breathe in, you go, and when you breathe out, you go. Let's do one more time with our eyes closed now. So I'm sure by now, even just by doing 2 breaths of each of these techniques, you feel calm. Now, what this does is, if you do it in the morning, it takes literally, if you do 10 of each, it takes about 5 minutes, less than 10 minutes. So when you get up, just go have a wash and sit on your bed, literally just doing this. And over time, when you get better at the breathing, you don't even need to make a sound, so you can breathe in and out quietly. But this whole sound is for you to recognize your breathing and the time that you're taking, but it also creates a vibration for your body. And for anybody who's interested, there are different phases of these techniques. Feel free to contact me either on Facebook or through Vishnu's website. This is very powerful. It allows you to breathe. It opens up your diaphragm. It strengthens your stomach. It creates a much deeper awareness because you're giving a lot of more oxygen into your brains, and hence your body really loves you for it. The end result of that is you've got far greater energy for the day. So I think everybody share this with your friends and family. I will be putting up a video of this exercise, obviously. It's a beautiful gift from yoga. And when you breathe, you live more. You're more happier. The emotions don't get overwhelming. And if the emotions do get overwhelming, contact me. I'll make sure that you come out of it happy in just
That's
15 minutes.
That's so beautiful. And wow, I really love the breathing exercise. This has been the first time that I'm learning it myself. So just wow. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Noorha. That was an amazing conversation. My dear viewers, we are going to have Noorha's link on the comment box below. You can just click on that. And as he has already explained all the beautiful services that he's doing with PSYCH-K, you can go ahead and book a session with him if you would like. And there's also a 10% off discount coupon code for you just for watching this video. The coupon code is 0 point. When you're contacting him, you can just let him know that you saw him, you found him from 0 point, and he will give you that discount as well. Thank you, Noorha. That's so beautiful. I really
Thank
love
you,
the
Vishnu.
conversation
Thank
and the exercise that you provided. Thank you so much.
It's an honor to be on the show with you. Thank you. And thank you all the viewers who have joined me and who will join later. I send lots of love, peace, and light to everybody.
So beautiful. Thank you, my dear viewers. I'm going to see you on the next show. But please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click on subscribe and share it with as many people as you can. Again, the healing, the free healing that each of these videos are giving you, if that itself can help us transform as a collective of people on earth. So please make sure you're sharing it with as many people as you can. Thank you so much for all your support. See you next time. Bye-bye.